Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy far from sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman, and
Trent Hoffman.
You're listening to Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 143. Today we're going to be talking about Chapter 24 of Mandalorian, Season 3, maybe throw in a little Bad Batch, maybe throw in some other stuff, whatever. But joining me today is my little buddy, Trent. How are you?
Hi.
How are you doing, bud?
Good.
You ready?
If you haven't seen the Mario movie, what have you been doing with your life?
Okay. We need to see the Mario movie, right? Exactly.
You need to.
But we are not alone in this endeavor. No. We're bringing the big
no.
guns, the heavy artillery. We got Keith and Kerwin, Father-Son Galaxy. Welcome back, guys. What's up?
Always great to be back. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Salutations. All that fun stuff. So, how have you guys been?
Yes.
How have you guys been, man?
Oh,
Good.
yeah. Things have been moving along. We're doing okay, and it's spring already.
It's spring.
Man, you
Yeah.
know,
It's
May
not
is
spring, it's summer now.
May is right around the corner. Yeah, the weather's been up and down. It's
Yeah.
just
It's like-
unusual. This
It's
weather.
so this is the
past
weather.
year.
Weather be like, okay, so it's gonna be sunny today, but it's gonna get thunderstorms, and let's just throw in a couple other stuff.
Yeah, we've
And it's gonna be
had
okay.
2 hailstorms. Last weekend, Chicago had like a bipolar weekend. So like Saturday, it was 80 degrees. It was 80 degrees. I'm sweating. We were playing basketball outside. I'm like, dude, I gotta take a shower. I am like drenched,
Same,
you know.
hair, like,
We were
I
like,
got shave.
we gotta go in. And then Sunday, it was like 50. And then Monday morning, it's snowing.
Yeah,
So,
it's amazing.
it's amazing.
But where
It's
we
great.
were, where we are,
Yeah.
we did not get any snow. I mean, we got maybe flurries.
Yeah.
But
They
no,
melted
yeah.
as soon as they touched the
nothing stuck.
Gotcha.
I it's the first time in my lifetime. I don't remember seeing snow during the winter
Yeah.
up east.
Right.
But yeah, yesterday we were wearing shorts, right? It was
Nice,
pretty
yeah.
warm.
Yeah.
It feels a little cool today, but
Yeah.
not too bad. But
All right.
yeah, and last night, I mean, there was this breeze coming through our window. I mean, I had the comforters. You know what I mean? So it's
Hey,
don't
you gotta
know.
get the Tauntaun
you know,
sleeping
from
bag
day
so
to
you
day.
can get nice and warm.
Exactly
you know?
right. Yeah.
Just
You have no idea.
shove your family in there, and you're good.
That's right.
This is
Right.
everybody.
So
It smells.
recently, no big deal. Star Wars Celebration London happened. What was one of the coolest things you saw out of that? A lot of news dropped. What was one thing that got you guys excited?
Yeah, it would have to be the announcement of 3 movies.
Yeah.
You know,
3 movies.
after how many years? Since 2019, we haven't had a
Yeah.
film, and then all of a sudden 3 are coming.
Wait,
So
3
that's
are
pretty
coming?
exciting.
Yes. Yeah.
Yay!
That was pretty.
Everybody, this is everybody.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
all,
So they're kind of going. They're going way in the back, starting with like
Yes.
Dawn of the Jedi. So they're starting like at the
20,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, so they show this
Yeah.
timeline. It's like way in the front, and then Dave Filoni's doing something in the middle with basically, I consider it like Avengers Endgame kind of movie for
Yeah.
all the kind of TV shows that are currently kind of going on right now with Ahsoka and Mando, all that kind of stuff.
Imagine
And then,
Baby Yoda.
then they're going new Jedi Order with Rey. They're coming back with Rey.
Yes.
And Grogu. There's no way they're not bringing Grogu in there. I'm telling you right now.
Of course.
I swear if they
Of
don't,
course.
Yeah, I mean, Grogu would be 90 something by then, so
Yeah,
He
he's
would.
still young.
he's still young.
He's still very young. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yoda species, he's a young hip guy. So
I don't like so baby be like Yoda species be like, oh, I'm 50 already. My back. My back.
no, that's us. That's us. But,
Yeah, but for humans it's like that. For him, the baby be like, it's a perfect day.
right,
I'm
exactly.
having a good day.
Keith,
Yeah.
what was anything besides the movies? Was anything for you that was super exciting that came out of that?
The Ahsoka trailer?
Oh, yes.
And that was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And that drops at the end of the summer, August, so not too far away from now.
Not too far.
Yeah.
Did you know this, Keith, that the two names that they use for the two Jedi, Dark Jedi, if you will, are wolf related?
Like what? Like how are they wolf
That's a good
related?
one. I don't know.
What?
Yes. Yeah, so,
What's-
Dave Filoni likes his wolves, and I think it's like Norse, or I think it's Norse or something like that, Norse mythology. The two names mean wolf. So one chases the dark and one chases the light moon. So yeah.
That
So
sounds cool.
just a little nerding for you.
Yeah.
Just do some research on that. But yeah, so Ahsoka trailer is awesome. We got Star Wars Visions coming up. That looks great. I can't
And
wait to
do
see
not
some Wallace and Gromit Jedi stuff, Star Wars stuff. There's a lot of great studios that they picked, so that should be very
Don't
interesting.
forget Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh yeah, we're excited for Jedi Fallen Order. That comes out next week.
Wait, it does?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, then.
And Return of the Jedi.
Guys,
Are you guys gonna go see Return of the Jedi in the theaters?
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna
we
go.
already have our tickets. Yeah, we're going next week.
Oh, nice!
We
You already
can't
got the
wait.
tickets.
Or do
Nice.
you have the-
Yeah. So they had them on sale. I've been watching every day to see where it's going to be playing in our neighborhood, and we're fortunate that it's really in our neighborhood. It's not too
It's at
far.
our local theater.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's at our
nice!
local
It's
theater.
really
not too far away,
right,
so we
right
grabbed
in
those
the
tickets.
neighborhood.
Yeah. So we'll be there next weekend.
Did you get tickets?
I did not get tickets. I will
Dad,
look.
So since you said Jedi Fallen Order, I'm gonna go install, guys. So see ya.
No, yeah, no. Come on, bud. He's like,
Yeah.
oh man. So yeah, so we
Jedi
got
Yeah.
Star Wars Visions, Jedi Fallen Order. I'm trying to think of else anything that's super. I mean, Bad Batch season 3. That was good.
Season
That's-
3,
That was
the
so
last
good.
season. Yeah.
That was super good.
That's coming.
Yeah. So that's
And
exciting.
they also have the Young Jedi Adventures. I don't know if you've heard about this, but it's an animated shorts that takes place in the High Republic era. That's going to be seen on Disney Channel and Disney Plus. So they're actually dropping those episodes the same day they're dropping Visions on May the 4th.
Oh wow.
Wow.
What open up the floodgates, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, exactly. So
that's
a
awesome.
lot of stuff. Can't wait. And Andor season 2 next year.
And
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
And
filming. I mean, they're filming it right now.
This is
so.
and look, the guy casting this is him. He's getting like all the details painted, and it's like,
It doesn't have paint.
yes. How do you know that? Army paint?
Oh, army paint, maybe. I don't know, but we're gonna see a lot
Use your
more.
brain cells, Dad.
We're gonna see a lot of Mon Mothma and Andor in next season for sure. So,
Mhm.
Yes.
all right, so let's get right. Well, when I was putting together this episode, I wanted to just kind of look in the past. So we started way back in episode 61, origin story. We had you on in June of 2021, and then we had you on for the season finale of Bad Batch on episode 68. We talked about Disney Plus Day in episode 80. We talked about the Book of Boba Fett finale on episode 90. We were previewing Kenobi in episode 102. We talked about Lego Star Wars Vacation in episode 114. And then we had you guys on episode 125 celebrating our 3-year and the Andor finale. So it seems only fitting that we bring you guys back to talk about Mando season 3 finale.
Mhm.
It's so cool, obviously, talking Star Wars with you guys. So let's start off before we get to the finale. Let's kind of talk about these 8 a little bit. Keith, what was something that you enjoyed going into this finale? What was something that you liked about season 3?
He's thinking.
Yeah.
He's thinking.
Yeah, why don't you go first?
Okay.
No. Okay. No, you can't get out of that easy. You
No,
go.
let him.
Yeah, that's
get his
fine.
thoughts together.
While we're waiting, well, season 3. Just looking forward to seeing more of Mando's adventures.
The boss fight. At the end.
The boss fight at the
Yeah,
end?
when Mando kept leveling up and stealing all the other troopers' gear. That was the best part.
Okay.
There you go.
So did you do that to interrupt me? Was that the plan? That I do all the I start talking and then you interrupt? Okay.
Yep.
How
All right.
dare you?
Yeah.
I think I should go to his
All right,
house.
let Kerwin talk now. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Don't have two children interrupted.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. No, it was, didn't know what we were expecting in season 3. I just know I wanted to see more of Moff Gideon. I knew he was coming. It took us a little bit of time to get there, but we saw a lot more of the Mandalorians and their history, and it just brought me back to those episodes regarding the Darksaber from the Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels. So it was a lot of reminiscing about what we've seen in the past and learning more about Bo-Katan and her journey, and how she lost the Darksaber. I was looking for that information. We finally got that. So to me, this season was really about the Mandalorians retaking their planet. And Bo-Katan played a major role in this season, and I loved it. Katie Sackhoff is a fantastic actor.
Yes.
So I was very interested to see her journey and where this was going to end for her.
Very good. All right. So Keith, you said boss fight. So you mean the ending where Mando is leveling up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Felt like a video
Trent,
game.
one of your favorite parts?
One of my favorite parts is when Baby Yoda is just like dodging the guys who's trying to kill him. Then Baby Yoda just comes. Then Mando comes in and just saves him. Then this is Baby Yoda. He grabs one. The thing's just over his head. It was insane. It was fun. It was funny.
Yeah, we were laughing. I think we were laughing the previous episode when he first got IG-12, and he's like, no, and yes.
I'll remember. And when he was trying to hurt Mando, he's like, no.
Yeah, right.
No.
Yeah, that was.
And this is Baby Yoda.
Yeah, but Baby Yoda was in mech suit basically.
Yes.
I mean, for me, I felt like the season was kind of up and down consistently. I felt like there were some things that were really good, and sometimes like, oh, I don't know where we're going here. The time of length of episodes is really what kind of threw me. It's like, can we just get like 50 minutes of Star Wars? That would be awesome. Some of these were like 32, 37, 36. It's like, can we just get a little bit more? Like,
yes, please.
I felt the last 2 episodes were very strong. I mean, they were awesome. And
yeah,
it's like,
I wish we saw more Mythosaur.
Yeah, I was Team Mythosaur. We saw him at the beginning of the episode.
This is everybody.
With the kind of baptism.
This is everybody.
Well, no, this was us. We're like, oh my gosh, they're going to show him. And then there was that little connection at the end when Grogu and Mando leave Mandalore, that Grogu kind of felt him. But I was like, oh, you gotta, can you just show him? So I was a little disappointed in that. But honestly, my favorite part is really weird. I just love the droid bar. Droids hanging out at a bar is my jam. That is like hilarious. So funny to me and so Star Wars. So
and the other thing, we saw Jack Black coming in.
We saw Jack Black and Lizzo and Christopher Lloyd. And
oh my gosh, I love Jack
There's
Black.
a lot of cameos this year. Tim Robbins. Yeah, there was a lot there.
I like
Zeb was a very cool cameo in that one.
Yeah, that was a big surprise to me. I was telling Keith that, I know the Ahsoka series is going to be somewhat of a Rebels reunion.
Yeah.
And it wasn't something that I was looking forward to. I didn't think a Rebels reunion was needed.
Yeah.
But not until I saw Zeb, where I said, okay, well, we need a Rebels reunion, because he looked awesome. I mean, that was just amazing, that cameo appearance.
It's kind of, to me, I don't know if it was a test or they were just kind of figuring out how he would look. But, I mean, obviously you can go all practical or you go CGI, and they decided to go CGI with that. That was super, super, super awesome. I mean, I think, but honestly, the best part of season 3 is Ahmad Best's cameo. What do you guys think of that?
Kerwin Beck. Yeah, that was awesome.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, it was wonderful. Yeah, I had to go back and look at Jedi Temple Challenge. I mean, I've seen only the first episode,
Yeah.
and I wasn't sure whether he was playing the same character, so I just had to confirm. Okay,
It sure was.
yeah, is this the same character from
Right.
the Temple Challenge? Yes, it is. Okay, and they brought him to canon. Wow, that was amazing.
It was,
and well
and
deserved.
it's like, to me, also just like, you know, the meta behind it, the fact of like how he, you know, the mental struggle he had and everything going on with that, and he came
Yeah.
through that, and this is almost like a thank you to him. And again, there's at that point, there's still quite a few Jedi alive, obviously, because Order 66 is happening right now, but it kind of makes sense of like who's in the temple, who's trying to, you know, like it really does fit very well. And it was a great surprise to see Ahmad Best reenact that character, and then also he's the one to get baby Grogu off of Coruscant, and I was just like,
Right.
This is awesome.
Right.
That was awesome.
Right. Right. A big assignment. One thing I would say, I wish we could have seen more of in The Mandalorian. I mean, I think they had great storylines, but they didn't really further it. You know, it just stopped. Just for example, the Keller and Beck storyline.
Yeah.
I was hoping that maybe the next episode we would see, okay, well, where is he taking Grogu?
Yes.
You know, where are they going?
Yeah.
And I think they're still working that out, but it would have been nice if they were going to bring back Ahmad Best, that we would see more of him. So right now it's a cameo appearance, but it would have been nice to have that storyline play out a little bit better. Just same as the Moff Gideon storyline. I mean, we didn't get to see Moff Gideon until the last 2 episodes.
So
Yeah,
you know,
so
that
we'll
one
probably
shot.
get into
There's that one shot.
Yeah.
What is the guy's name? Our favorite X-wing pilot that Din likes.
Carson Teva.
Yeah. So he's investigating that shuttle and it's empty, and
Yes.
there's like, oh, you know, Gideon never made it to trial or never made it to prison or whatever. And it's like, honestly, they should have started with that from the beginning, as just like, you know, like a cold open, like Gideon's still out there and it's a threat, you know, like kind of set that tone there. I thought that would have been really cool, because it's like you just get a glimpse, you're like, he's still alive, you know, and not, you know, captured in prison somewhere. I thought that would have been really cool, because again, that's kind of, you got a couple different plot strings going on, obviously. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You want to see more Gideon? Nah.
I'd rather see more Mythosaur than that.
Yeah. I mean, they did bring like more of the Mando culture into this, which was great. There, I don't know if you guys were reading anything about the online stuff, but like there was some stuff about the armorer, like maybe she was a spy too. And I was like, yeah, to me, one of the things that was so weird was that when they're like, oh, we're gonna go look for this great forge, which is like her main thing, and she's like, I'm gonna take the wounded back. I was like, I go to try it. That was weird. Like, why not send a random Mandalorian back with the wounded? I just felt that was really weird to me.
Yeah, I think we were misled by the title, The Spies.
Yes.
You know, so more than one. You know.
Yes.
So we know of one spy, Elia Kane.
Yes.
Kane, right?
Right.
So that's the name. All right, Elia Kane.
Yes.
But who is the other spy? So I just kept coming to the armor.
You kept drawing conclusions where there were none.
Right, but it did make sense to me, Todd. I felt the same way. Okay, well, you know, all right, so you're on this planet, you don't know what's going on, you can be ambushed at any moment, and then, you know, I understand you have some wounded persons there, but was that your responsibility to be the one to send them back up to the ship? No, I didn't think so.
No.
Like you said, it could have been any other, you know, you're the leader, you could have appointed anyone to send them back, and you would stay with the rest of the team. So obviously, naturally, I thought, okay, well, she must be the other spy, but it turns out I still don't know who the other spy is.
Yeah. I just thought that was so odd. It's like your skill set, and you're trying to reclaim Mandalore, and the big part is relighting the forge and getting that going. And you're like, yeah, I'm out. See ya. I was just like, I was like trying. That's weird. That's just weird. We're
Yeah.
like,
You notice
as the kids say these days, that was
forger didn't light
sus.
the forge. Bo-Katan lit the forge, not the armorer.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason
And the
why I
armorer
probably
just kind of stood there and raised a hammer.
Well, because Bo was the leader of the Mandalorians,
Yeah.
right? So I think Bo should have been the one to
yes,
light the
that's
forge.
what I was about to say.
Yeah, but still though, the armorer's the one who does all the forging.
Oh, that's true.
She's the one who's been after the Great Forge the entire time. Bo-Katan had
point.
no interest in it.
Good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was just a little. I mean, but part of that, Keith, I think, is that they're establishing that Bo is the leader. You know.
Yeah.
And that I think that was really cool. I think again, like, I really enjoyed that storyline, and like I think a big thing, like, you know, if you look at it kind of bigger, is like you don't need the dark saber, you don't need this relic to be a leader.
Mhm.
An item, you know, Mandalore definitely likes their trinkets, but you don't need to be a leader. You don't need this item to be a leader. You don't need a lightsaber to be a leader. You that's inside you, you know.
But it was sad when
But I was like I remember the opening with the first episode. I'm like, what? Bo's just sitting in her castle for like days, just moping around. Like I was like, I'm sad. I don't have my dark saber.
Yeah.
I want my dog.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
She should have given me the dark saber.
What
Yeah,
would you
we
do
had-
there, Keith, as with a dark saber?
I would have been like, "Hello, Gideon." End of season.
Boom. And then the music plays.
Yeah.
No,
And then the end credit scene. Hello, Thrawn.
oh, you take Thrawn out too? Wow. Okay.
You took it out
Crazy
Thrawn
enough.
too. Wow,
Right. We have no
geez.
villains left.
Well, you know, okay,
Yeah.
so let's. I mean, we've been dancing around a little bit. Let's go to the finale. Like, so I'm going to start at the ending, and we can kind of bounce around. But so
Sure.
season 1 ending, we have Gideon. You know, Gideon and Mandor fighting. IG 11 sacrifices himself, and Gideon crashes the TIE fighter, and then we see him come out. And he's got the dark saber, and you're like, "Oh my gosh!" You know, you have this kind of like, "I want more." You want more. You're like, this is amazing. I can't believe they're bringing the dark saber in live action. Season 2, season 2, we got this X-wing showing up, and you're like, all this time is like, "Who's the Jedi? Who's the Jedi?" And then it's Luke, and you're just like losing your mind.
I
and
was
then
standing up for a little bit.
I was standing up for half the episode. I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
And then when you saw the first dark saber, you guys like, shut the fuck.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so amazing, so amazing."
Yeah.
My
You
dad
know,
was
and then
like,
you have
"Just
Din
believe-"
taking off his helmet, and there's this tender
Yeah.
moment, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, my heart," and then you
Yeah.
got a end credit scene with Boba Fett showing up, blowing up a fat Bib Fortuna, and you're just like, "What is happening?" Like, this is
Yeah.
like, it's just like blowing my mind. So we
Yes.
have this amazing fight, like this fight, the fight that they have with the Star Destroyer coming down and all this stuff. It's really, really cool. But I felt like it didn't wow me. Like, I wasn't like, they didn't set, if Gideon is dead, if Gideon is that's not a clone, that's the real Gideon. What's the next threat? And they didn't like push us to the
Yeah.
like, I don't know. What did you guys feel?
Yeah. You want to go or you want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. I, of course, you know, I had my own ending for the finale.
Of course you did.
Yeah, and that Moff Gideon was not going to make it out of season 3.
Mm.
That he was going to be taken down or taken out by Thrawn. So I was really looking forward to seeing Thrawn, and that would have made sense because I can't see Thrawn and Gideon working together,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Because they're two
Their
powerful.
personalities
Yes,
would
exactly.
clash
They
so much
absolutely
that one would have to go for the other. It'd have to
Right.
be Gideon.
right. One would have to yield to the other because you can't have two leaders.
Right.
You know, so Gideon would have to go. So if you're going to, you know, take out Gideon and he's no longer going to be the villain, you need to introduce the next villain. I thought that, okay, if they like you said, if
Like
that
that would
is
have been a
Gideon,
good show of power to have Thrawn
right?
like take out Gideon in front of the council and be like, I return.
I think that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
All right. But now if you're saying, okay, if Gideon is gone, and like you said, that's not a clone, that is the real Gideon is gone, it would have been nice to have an end credit scene to show the return of Thrawn, because we know he's coming back in Ahsoka. So I don't think it would have hurt to just have like a 5-second clip of Thrawn.
Like literally,
And then we know,
everybody-
okay, even if you're not a Star Wars fan and you're watching The Mandalorian, you're seeing his end credit scene. Well, wow, this guy looks very interesting. He must be a villain. Who is he? And then have something for people to talk about into next season. So it would have been nice to have that end credit scene.
You
with
know
Thrawn.
what though?
Mhm.
Like I'm just thinking. No, I'm not. I've already forgotten.
Okay.
It went on too long ago. Forgot.
Okay.
It's
Gotta
okay.
hold your thought, Keith.
Yeah, you gotta hold that thought in there.
Hold
Yeah.
it.
Hold it.
That's
Hold
me.
it tight.
Well, when you have it, just let us know.
Yeah. So I think I agree with you, but like the Shadow Council too, like they should have shown Thrawn come in frame or whatever to set that up, because it they basically said, okay, they're taking that Rangers of the Republic kind of thread and putting that with Mando and saying, hey, you're gonna go out and do some random stuff for us and kind of help kind of find the Shadow Council, which is fine. I'm okay with that, but I'm just, it would have been, we needed a wow. We just needed a little bit more wow, I think, at the end. It just kind of, it was great. Don't get me wrong. That fight was awesome.
Mhm.
Grogu showing up with the shield and,
Dude,
helping.
this is Grogu.
He's like,
Have you ever watched like what's it called? What's Baby Jack? Who's it?
oh, Incredibles? Yeah.
The Incredibles. Remember? What's her name? Violet.
Yeah.
This is Baby Yoda 10 times better.
Yeah, he was.
This is.
Yeah, he was.
Hi.
Yeah,
He's
I
just,
mean,
like, doing his like thing, no big deal.
Yeah, I mean, we forget how special he is to them, and I enjoyed seeing that. But I again, it's like, and you have like Gideon with his kind of dark armor or dark trooper mech suit, and he destroys the Darksaber. I'm
And
like,
this is.
what?
Oh, I'm gonna.
It's supposed to be forged from like this ultimate Beskar, and it's like he just crushed it. I was like, oh, I don't know. So.
Bro,
But-
like me when I saw that, maybe like Gideon. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Head gone.
So what are you guys looking forward to then? And do you think there's any tie-in between Ahsoka and what we're seeing in Mando?
I do. Yeah. Well, we know that there is a threat. And we know the Empire is starting to reform. So
Yeah.
we did see that, with the Shadow Council, as you mentioned. So we will see more of that. You'll see more Pelion,
Yes.
Thrawn's right-hand man, and then you'll also see Thrawn ultimately.
Yeah.
And then in the trailer for Ahsoka, we're also going to see more of the New Republic. We saw
Yes.
Mon Mothma,
Yeah.
so we're going to see her. According to the books, she was the first senator of the New Republic.
Right.
So right now she is the first senator, during this time frame. So
Yeah.
let's see what she knows, because the New Republic, honestly, what we've seen of the New Republic, they're struggling to try to maintain governance,
Yes.
over these planets. And
Yes.
I think, they're not doing a very good job. I don't, as the first senator, I don't know how much authority she has over
Right.
who's controlling the mid rim or the outer rim.
Yeah.
But she's got a lot of bumbling people out there working for the New Republic. So I like to know what stance she's taken against, finding out who these people are working for her and how lackadaisical they are and what she's going to do about it.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to in season 4, brother?
Season 4. I hope
Yeah.
we get to see the Mythosaur. I swear if we don't,
Yeah. We riot.
we riot.
Yeah,
we riot. We should grab a tank. A tank! And like we should grab like those what's it called, those the battery ram to the door, like
We need the Mythosaur. Yeah,
And
exactly.
Mythosaur would be nice. I would love to see
You know
how
what? I'll
Baby
call
Yoda-
Dave Filoni for you, and I'll tell him redirect the entire season and put the Mythosaur as a main character in every episode.
Right. Trent Todd said we need Mythosaur.
like it would be so cool if Baby Yoda just rides the Mythosaur
Oh.
for a second. And like then
I
Mandal's
mean,
like this.
Right, I never thought of that.
Yeah, I mean
could see
they.
that.
I mean, we know that he has a connection with animals like Anakin does, and obviously he put the Rancor sleep in Book of Boba.
Yeah, and this is the
And when he was by the water, he could feel the presence of the mythosaur down there, and the mythosaur
That's true.
recognized him.
this is the baby-
That could be a very cool connection,
Mhm.
and raising the status of Grogu, because I felt like in this season he was just the cute thing, instead of
Not the cool
the
thing.
special thing. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like Grogu's hilarious. Like, I love anything he does. Don't get me wrong,
No,
but like,
no,
there's
He's
the
like-
the specialness of season 1. I felt like it lost a little bit here, but if you bring that back and say, because Bo's like, I saw the mythosaur, and if there's a strong connection between Grogu and the mythosaur, that, like, from a Mandalorian perspective, that's just like huge. It's huge.
Yeah, and the other thing,
Yeah.
I love when he says no.
No,
yes,
right,
yes, no,
right.
No. He's like, I love how when they were beating up, he says no,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, those Batarian guards were cool.
Oh my gosh, they're like
the super command. I could talk about the super commandos. That could be a whole show. The super commandos are just, they looked awesome. They look great.
the what's the super commandos again? The white
The white guys.
Oh yeah, those
the
were so
white
sick.
armored Boba Fett looking things.
Mhm.
Keith, any closing thoughts is about where you want season 4 to go, brother?
That's where
I gotta say, I never started theorizing about season 4. What I'm saying is Grogu with the lightsaber, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
How about that?
Ooh,
I like
the
it.
mythosaur and the lightsaber
That's
would
right.
be so sick. And
How
that's-
about Grogu holding a lightsaber on top of a mythosaur? Done
Yes.
deal.
Absolutely.
With Steve Filoni's cowboy hat on.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Instead of like a Mandalorian-esque hat, he just has a cowboy hat with like his ears sticking out of the hat.
Oh
or
my
whatever.
gosh, that
Yeah.
would be so cute. This is a charge, and everybody's like, ah.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah. So-
who's a Musket and be like, oh crap,
Yeah.
Mr.
Right.
Thor be
It
like,
does look
"Aye."
like we're going back to having Din and Grogu go on their adventures. I like how they use Grogu in the last episode, when he came back
They
to
only
save.
had his force powers when he needed to.
Exactly
Like,
right.
it wasn't like he was just walking in
Yeah.
and throwing troopers all over the place.
Aw,
Right.
I wish
Right.
that. I
Only
wish
in
he
self-defense, obviously. Right.
Yeah.
But if they can try to balance how to use Grogu, so it's not that he's going to be using the Force in every single episode, but he's going to be strategic about it. He's only going to use it to, defend himself or to help others. But I think this, maybe sending them on missions right now, for now, working under the New Republic might be beneficial for Grogu. And they don't always have to be together. They can go on their own journeys as well. So it would be nice to see Grogu doing something else,
Right.
To further himself, and then going on other adventures.
We did that last season, and Grogu came back.
Yeah, but right.
after,
Is
like,
that
I
that's
feel like if they sent him off again in season 4,
Yeah.
it would be counterintuitive
Mm,
because they already tried that
Yeah.
and brought him back right after.
yeah, right, exactly. I don't know if they really tried it because you're right, they brought him back immediately. But I think it's okay if we could see Grogu on a mission with someone else,
Yeah.
Din on his mission, and then the two of them come back at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
That's not a problem. I can see that,
Yeah.
right? Just so we could see Grogu's independence from his dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like, we need to see a little bit more of that, mature a little bit. So, yeah, I think so. Well, guys, Return of the Jedi is coming up. Visions is
Fallen
coming
Order.
up, so we got a lot to talk about soon.
and Fallen
And then
Order.
obviously maybe what we'll do before Ahsoka goes, we can have you guys back and talk a little Ahsoka and do our fan theories, and
Yes.
see if they all pan out. So.
All I want, we're gonna.
Ahsoka's
So,
biggest fan right here.
Yeah, exactly. So where can people find you guys? Where can people find you?
So you can find us wherever you get your podcast. Our socials are Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Father Son Galaxy. Website, FatherSonGalaxy.com. Merch store, FatherSonGalaxy.myspreadshop.com. And Patreon page, Patreon.com/FatherSonGalaxy.
There you go. You can find us at Big T Little T. Now, truly wonderful, the mind of the child is, and may the force be with you always. Bye.
And you can find us on Twitch. We're gonna be streaming at Jared Phone. You're gonna catch us on Twitch.